Welcome back, everybody.
Hello.
My name is Dominic.
My name is Jamal.
And we are back here on
Soul Oasis.
Hey.
Oasis.
Yeah.
Oasis.
You found your way back, and we welcome you.
Thank you. Come back.
Today, we've got an exciting episode. It's Mother's Day tomorrow.
It's Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. And we'll talk about that in a second. We've also got some meads we're trying out today.
Yes. Elder Scrolls.
From the official Elder Scrolls cookbook. Shout out to Oblivion that just launched.
Yes.
But first, let's get back to Mother's Day.
Come on.
The greatest days of the year,
Day.
especially for me.
Oh.
So shout out to all the moms watching. Shout out to all the people who have moms watching. Shout out to all the people whose moms are watching from the great beyond.
Yes.
We love them all. Jamal, please tell us a little bit about your mom, what she means to you
today,
on this special day.
I'm not even going to say my mom is the best. She knows who she is. This is the day for all moms.
True.
Mom, I love you from the bottom of my heart. You have changed my life so freaking much. You have made me the man I am today. I respect women. I am treated as a gentleman because of you. I grew up in a single parent household, and my mom was not only my mom, she was my father. She taught me the good, the bad, the ugly, and the sad. And my mom is the strongest woman that I know. And so I want to say thank you for going to school with me every day, waking me up at 4 a.m. to get on the bus and making sure that, you didn't know how to ride a bike, but you said, Jamal, get out there and ride your bike. And I taught myself how to do it. And you were like, Jamal, I can teach you a lot of things in life, but I don't know how to teach you how to tie a tie, but we can do it together. My mom did so much for me when I was growing up that I don't know. I get emotional talking about her. Mom, I love you. Not to be like I'm not a mama's boy. My mom told me this. No matter how much I love my mom told me, she said, son, whenever you get your person, I better sit in the back of the car. And I was like, Mom, you are my mom. What are you talking about? She said, I am on this earth to teach you how to be a man. And I was like, well, what does that mean? She said, I'm with you for 18 years. Out of those 18 years, you treat the woman of your life like the most important person ever. And Mom, until I get that woman, you are the most important woman in my life. I love you so freaking much. I wish I could give you the world like you gave it to me, but I'm going to make you proud every single day. I hope so. I love you. Hold on, wait. I'm going to do this today.
Ooh.
Today is the day that I give my mama a heart. Hold on now.
There you go. You got to hold it for a second, I think.
Oh, I gotta stay.
Get it. Let's get it.
Come on, mama. Mama. Mama!
Man, it's just not working today.
I love you, mama.
We took all the love from the program itself. It has no more to give.
I guess not. I love you, girl.
It's all right.
Dominic.
Hey.
Whew. Tell me about your mom.
Let me tell you about my mom. The most amazing woman I've ever known. She told me when I was a kid, I'm your mom and your dad too, similar to what Jamal said. I was raised in a single person household, but I didn't have any brothers or sisters. So it was just me and her, and we were bouncing around because she was in the military. I was born in Alaska, moved to Texas, moved to Mississippi, back to Texas, to Canada, back to Texas. We were in Texas a lot. And I just want you to know, I love you with all my heart. I always will. Each and every day I'm trying to live up to the example you set, because you were, to me, when I was a kid, excellence personified. Whenever you'd bring up a master's degree thing or a bachelor's degree and you're like, I got an A-. What was I doing? I was like, well, I really got to step it up. You were the living example of what I could achieve. You pushed me to excel in everything I did. Sometimes I didn't succeed, but you still gave me plenty of support. I love you from the bottom of my heart, and I will make you proud. I know I'm 27. I've been living life. We've all been living life, but I'll get there. I'll get you that place in Florence you've always talked about. We'll go vacation out there to Egypt too, like we've talked about since I was 6 years old. Hopefully in less dire circumstances. Yeah. But I'll get there. I'll make you proud. Love you, Mom. Something should be coming in the mail for you very soon. I hope you like it. And I hope you like the podcast. We're doing our best. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, happy Mother's Day. Love you, Mama.
I love you, Mom.
Whew.
I will say you're the best because I don't know anybody better.
Facts. That's much love. Before we
Always.
get into these meads, let's have our powwow. How was your
Powwow.
week, Dominic?
My week was the same as usual.
Come on now.
But man, it was nice for Credit Karma not to mess up again. And my credit score jumped by like 40 points.
Don't we love to see that?
Yeah.
Man.
If they can get me back to, what was I, like 770 or something like that, I appreciate it.
Okay.
I'm just throwing it out there in case any Credit Karma people are watching. Please shoot me back up. You can call me. I'm ready to talk. Just let's get our own powwow going. But beyond that,
I like that.
Hey, the job is what it is. I did my best. The kids did their best. Even though we live in Albuquerque, I made it home each and every day.
There we go.
Yeah, so that's something to be proud of.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, it's a blessing, truly, because this is a dangerous place. I'm not sure if you guys know anything about Albuquerque, New Mexico, but vehicle-wise, it's rough. Not only will they run into you with a vehicle, they'll just completely take it.
3, 4, 5 times.
3, 4, 5 times. Shout out to Josh.
Joshua, my boy. Love you.
Love you, Josh. If there's anybody who is the embodiment of persistence, of overcoming trials, it's Joshua.
Man. He's been through a lot.
He's been through a lot. And
still he rises.
Still he rides. Because he still has a car. Hopefully they haven't followed you to Colorado. All right. You mentioned Meads.
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned Meads.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into the first one.
Let's do it.
We, like Jamal said, are trying out the Meads from the Elder Scrolls official cookbook. Elder Scrolls, the same universe of the game I was talking about before, Oblivion. And I thought, what a fun bonding experience to maybe or maybe not enjoy.
Facts.
Because neither of us have had mead before, either just professionally made or made at home.
Never ever.
So we might have made the best batch of all time or something unpalatable.
Well, if we made the best batch, it's all on us.
It's all on us.
We did it. If we made the worst batch, it's all in this book.
We hold no responsibility for anything other than positive outcomes.
Facts.
So the first one is called Hunting Brew. Hunting Brew Mead. You see the mic worked. Hunting Brew Mead.
Hunting Brew Mead.
Let me read you a little excerpt. Get some nerdy stuff going. Set the scene real quick. Did you already take a sip?
No,
Did
I'm
you betray me?
smelling it. I'm
okay,
taking
good.
a whiff.
I just wanted to make sure you weren't a traitor. Oh, he already likes it. There was one mead that we had to kind of redo because we're just popping out the top.
Well, this was a new thing for us. We had to get gallons, half gallon pints and stuff. We had to ferment this. We had to get a bunch of stuff for this. It was like a science experiment in this kitchen.
Yeah.
If you've never made mead, if you never made any type of alcoholic beverage from scratch, it's a work.
It's a process. We had to get yeast for it. We had to get all these ingredients, grind some of the ingredients, find specific ones we never heard of.
Yes.
Still didn't find some things for other drinks, but for the meads, we got everything. So the first one is, Hunting Brew Mead. It says, known throughout Skyrim as the finest mead outside of Sovngarde, Hunting Brew's reputation is well deserved. Pulling ingredients from their own hives and the surrounding meadows, Sabjorn has crafted a perfectly balanced brew that pleases revelers far and wide, except near Riften, of course.
Okay.
We'll get to that in a second, to their rival mead. But Hunting Brew Mead from the game Skyrim, has lavender, apple, and ginger. along with honey and
A lot of
water and yeast that goes in all meat.
So if you smell it, let's
get a sniff. This is the one we poured too much of.
Yeah.
So we better like it.
I didn't know what mead was before this. All I knew was mead was it was more so a honey based wine. Right? Am I correct on that?
I mean, in a way. Yeah, some people use wine yeast, but mead is different.
So we made a
different drink.
Discussion before we started. This is his choice of the factions, right? We call them factions.
Yeah. Hunting brew. So we'll jump for a second. Hunting brew mead, made by that Sabjourn person I mentioned before. That's one family. The hunting brews, their rivals are the Blackbriars.
Yeah.
And we have a Blackbriar mead. This one right here compared to the honey brew mead.
So we're sitting on the right. That's crazy.
Yeah.
He chose this one, and I chose this one. We're gonna see which one tastes better.
Yeah, I feel like this one will be more sophisticated.
I like the ingredients besides the ginger. I think that's what throws me.
I think
off.
the Blackbriar will be like surface level, just a great drink.
Well,
I think it's gonna be sweet.
You ready?
But let's try it out.
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Let me try it out.
Oh, okay.
I just want to bring up, I don't drink alcohol because I see no purpose in it. And it's nice. We only let this ferment for 2 weeks as opposed to like the 3 months they suggested if you wanted more alcohol content and drier yield. Ours is way more sweet and far less alcohol.
There is definitely, I can sense it becoming dry, if that makes sense. It has the dry.
It has that dry
aftertaste,
but it keeps the sweet flavor. I can't taste the ginger at all.
That is nice.
This is incredibly good.
I would say if you didn't like wine, or if you did like wine but didn't like the alcoholic point of it, this is a great starter spot. It has it still has that sensation in taste that a wine would give you. As in, like, it's not juice. Clearly, this is not juice.
This is not juice.
It has that wine taste without the wine
content.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is nice.
The ABV, alcohol.
I don't know what it stands for.
Volume.
All I know is I see
beverage
ABV
volume
more if you would get a beer.
Yeah.
I would not get beer.
This should have less alcohol than a light beer. So it's not much alcohol, but man, it tastes pretty good.
That's decent. Whew. While we drink this,
I can taste the apple.
Can we talk about your favorite artist?
I did bring that up as a discussion.
Let's talk about it while we drink.
I wanted a few favorites here and there. That way you get to know us a little better.
Okay.
And also, that way we can argue some.
Oh, facts. This is going to be a little light, easy podcast today. We're going to drink and talk. Be merry.
You mentioned my favorite artist. I know exactly who yours is. You probably know exactly who mine is, though I'm going to jump to the number 2 favorite, who also might be tied, just so we can have a back and forth.
Okay.
Because I think our top artist, if we were to sit back and really think about it, is the same.
Okay.
And that artist's name is Michael Jackson.
Okay. I just wanted to know if you were going to be, my number 1 artist is Drake.
See, now you've mentioned something interesting. I am going to switch my answer because, for the sake of the discussion, Drake is up there.
Okay.
He has now surpassed every other recording artist in history in RIAA units certified to be sold through albums, singles, and I think collaborations. 500 million records sold. Come on.
So
he's in the conversation at least, but Michael Jackson has always held a special place in my heart ever since I was a kid.
Right.
And I didn't have Drake when I was a little kid.
Well, I mean, you had Drake.
I had Drake since like 2008, 2009, but I was already like 10, 11.
Oh, you didn't watch Degrassi?
No, I didn't watch Degrassi. I wasn't allowed to watch television until like the weekend.
Same. I didn't watch Degrassi. Well, I was allowed. I was allowed.
Actually,
I didn't do it, but I was allowed.
Okay, I think I was allowed to watch the most television on the weekends.
Yes.
If my mom and I were watching like Avatar: The Last Airbender as it came out,
GOAT.
we watched that. Though I'm not sure if that was on the weekends or during the week. You guys can maybe let us know. This is good.
This is really good.
Wait a minute.
My favorite artist, Michael Jackson. I think Michael Jackson, I'm biased.
As you should be. It's your
grew
favorite.
up with him. He is the reason I sing, I dance, I perform, I entertain. He is the reason.
The sole reason or the main reason?
He's a high inspiration. Michael Jackson played a huge factor in my life, and I thank him. He blessed me with the will, the
way,
and I'm following through. I wasn't abused.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah.
But I did try to follow in his footsteps as much as I could. I was devastated when that man passed away.
I was crying.
I was devastated. I didn't have a Michael Jackson outfit, but I did find a glove. I found a hat. I found like a suit jacket. I was in my room listening to Michael Jackson over and over for so long. Yeah. Michael Jackson played a huge factor in me. I think he's better than Drake because Michael Jackson performed. He knew how to put on a show.
Okay.
Name me.
Oh, don't do that.
Name me.
Don't do that.
Other times when one person can stand on a stage.
Okay. I feel like you switched it.
Nah.
That's okay.
Can stand on a stage and make
people
faint for like 30 minutes.
The only person I can think of was Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
And he was basically banned. The young girls were so into Elvis Presley that parents were afraid they were going to run away from home. Michael Jackson to me was a huge inspiration as well. He's the reason why I sing and dance, at least the largest reason why. And my mom knows, again, Happy Mother's Day, that I got obsessed with certain artists at certain points. Sometimes it was Michael Jackson, sometimes it was a Drake, sometimes it was a Chris Brown. Yeah. Was another amazing dancer, probably the best if we're talking about from a technical standpoint.
Now there you go again. Saying blasphemy.
All I'm saying is Chris Brown was the best dancer, but he's not the greatest dancer. He has more technical skill. But Michael Jackson hits a moonwalk. Michael Jackson hits a toe stand. He hits an anti-gravity lane. Chris Brown doesn't have that. He can do 18 backflips and do stuff that doesn't even make any sense to you. But he's not greater.
Michael Jackson can... And the crowd falls. The crowd falls. Oh, Michael Jackson. Oh.
Yeah, even the men.
Man.
I'm telling
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Whew. I will say, though, in support of Drake, Drake has this ability that has never been seen to dominate in any genre. Any type of music he releases is popular. And it goes beyond just him. Because it's a Drake song.
Right.
He makes Afrobeat songs popular, brings a bunch of attention to them.
No.
He brought to the United States? Yes.
Oh, Afrobeats? I thought you were talking about that instrumental album that he had.
Oh, honestly,
never mind.
I mean, people enjoy that because it's like a dance house kind of album.
Stop. There are like 3
just
to 4
another Cargo Jet Flow
that are good on that album.
Okay. Anyway,
this man, you talk about him being the number one artist. The man grew up in a generation through media, through different platforms, through strong networking to get those accolades that Michael Jackson did not have the access to.
Keep in mind,
yes,
Michael Jackson had his own benefits. If you wanted to hear a Michael Jackson song, you bought it.
You
didn't get to stream that song. You didn't get to pirate it off of some software. You had to go buy it with cold hard cash. And a lot of times you had to buy the whole album.
Mm.
Now, it is a testament to his greatness that people were willing to do so.
Yes, sir.
But it's also a testament to greatness that Drake has been the number one artist for like 16 years.
Props to him.
It doesn't even make any sense. And especially as a predominantly rap artist. He's brought so much attention, and maybe it's my bias towards rap music because I love rap music and hip hop in general.
Mm-hmm.
But him elevating hip hop to, I think it has metrically been calculated to be the most popular music brand in the United States, eclipsing rock in the last couple of years.
I hate to see her go, but I love to watch her leave.
Gotta run it back up for a second. Why are you bringing up Wayne?
The GOAT!
Okay,
Come on now.
Wayne was instrumental in Drake's uprising.
Yes, sir.
That's like saying like Diana Ross was instrumental in Michael Jackson because he had a crush.
She kind of was.
She was huge.
Man.
Huge inspiration.
What was your favorite Michael Jackson song? Top 3.
That's way too hard.
You think
I have
so?
no idea. I know you have your exact top 3. You've talked about it for years.
Favorite? Yes. I don't think these are his best, but favorite,
I don't
yes.
think I could pick a favorite. I will. You know what? Baby Be Mine.
Oh.
Such an amazing song. I'm just going to name 3 songs, and you guys can lament over it in the comments.
X.
Baby Be Mine. Give me Rock With You. And Dirty Diana.
Oh. Come on now.
I had to pick one from 3 of my favorite albums. Well, my 3 favorite albums are Thriller, Bad, and Off the Wall for Michael Jackson. But
I've been here times before, but I was too young to see you.
That song is so good.
Whew.
You can perform that live, you made it.
Man, what?
Good on you.
I think my favorite 3 are PYT, Pretty Young Thing.
Mm-hmm.
I want to love you.
PYT.
Pretty Young Thing. What? Ben? Ben is a classic. If you don't know what Ben is a song about a rat.
A rat.
Just a
His
rat.
best friend. He had nobody else.
What? And it's a minute, 2 minutes long, but it's so beautiful. Ben.
And there's 2 different versions of it. There's the one from when Michael Jackson was a little kid, and there's the one he redid live when he was in like his 30s or 40s.
Yes.
And that one is really good too.
Mm-hmm.
It changes from the young Michael Jackson people remember from ABC, 1, 2, 3, to like that Michael Jackson years later. It's a nice contrast.
PYT, Ben, and Human Nature. There are so many songs.
Why? Human Nature. What a banger. Thriller is crazy, first off. But secondly, Human Nature it's a really interesting pick. I told you this before because of how soft and gentle the song is. But it just like permeates every pore of your body.
Yes.
Feels like if you were in the crowd while he's singing that, you're ascending. It's amazing. It's amazing. It has a great message too, I guess. You look at the human nature literal aspect of it.
I think he has so many hit songs. It's so hard to choose.
Okay.
So hard.
In that case,
yeah,
you asked me, even though Michael Jackson probably is my favorite.
Get it.
What are your top 3 Drake songs?
Top 3 Drake songs.
If you're talking about hits, nobody has more.
I'm going to go into my bag here. I'm not going to say the obvious ones. I'm going to say my top 3 favorites.
What are the obvious ones?
The obvious ones, you know, like the media, they're
God's
all like,
Plan?
God's plan. There's a lot of bad things.
That's a banger.
It is. My number 1 probably favorite Drake song is Jungle.
Bro, you're one of those?
Ooh! She from the...
Oh, is it Rock Me Real Slowly?
Rock me real slowly.
Put a bib on me. I'm just like a baby drooling
on me. I'm just like a baby with all the you things you do. Man, woo, that's
these days. Yeah, that's a banger.
in the Bible. I really love in the Bible.
Whoa, really?
What? Yes.
That's your.
Okay.
Bro, every time I play that song, you have no
Okay.
reaction.
Because you don't understand. You can ask if you know me. If you're one of my brothers, you know I played this song maybe 1,000 times.
Man, when that came out, that was
Man.
banging that. Shout out to Trey.
What?
Trey, you know it. TJ, you heard it too on the mic on Xbox Live. Okay. Okay. Count on my body. Dang the thing to start to pile.
Judge me how you judge me. So my third favorite, my third in his favorite. These last. Okay, so Jungle's number one.
Okay.
These in the Bible and with your friends, better with your friends. Is that the name of it? Get along.
Get along better?
Yes. Those two are interchangeable. Those two, like, I could pick a different song tomorrow.
Your favorite songs are actually newer Drake songs.
They are. But you
Whoa.
see what's happening in them. They're singing.
You did say you've changed and you like singing Drake even more than rapping.
I do.
Drake.
Now, that doesn't mean don't rap in your songs. I just love to sing. So
it's crazy to hear you say that about somebody who's debated to be the greatest rapper of all time. Sing a
debatable.
song, please.
Well, I mean, have songs in it, even if it's just the like hook. Sing it, so I can sing along
every song.
with me.
Like he's
not every.
That's
song.
why every song sound like Drake featuring Drake.
Okay. What about you? Your top three?
No idea.
Give me three. Not even top three. Just give me three that are in your
like.
playlist right now.
Bro, I have no playlist. I just listen to the whole albums.
You do. I don't know how you do that.
I just like to hear the experience over and over and over and over.
See, I like to.
But once I learn it, I'll press shuffle.
I would say,
but on the whole album again.
See, I can't. I have like a playlist of Drake, Kendrick, and Cole. I have a whole Drake, and I listened through every album like 3 or 4 times. And then after those 3 or 4 times, I'm shuffle.
I do it like 20 times, and then I might shuffle if I feel like it. Top 3 Drake songs. I have no idea. I will name 3 that come off the top of my head, though.
Get it.
Give me... Tuscan Leather.
Oof.
I'm going to try not to make it all in the same album. Because if we want to talk about albums, oh my goodness. You know what? We will talk about albums in a second.
Okay.
But let me get this.
Do it.
Tuscan Leather.
Yeah.
Give me... Drake songs. Let me get a classic in there. Put... Dang. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm switching between 2 on the same... Not the same project. I think I'm going to pick Uptown.
Okay.
Because that was like... I had heard some Drake before that. He had this song that I saw on TV or on the internet or something. It was like a low budget shoot. I think it was called like Replacement Girl. Maybe you guys know that. Yeah, it was like Replacement. And it was like, and they had this story about how he financed it himself and he like bet on himself and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, dang, okay. And then, but when So Far Gone came out, I was obsessed. I didn't even, because I'd heard some Drake here and there, but like once it hit the radio, I'm like, he's the same person that just sang the song before this? Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Like he was singing some stuff. And then, always home, but not hardly home, but always rapping. Yeah. Like, dang. That was such a banger. And then, so yeah, Tuscan Leather, because that's his best intro to me.
Okay.
The other one I was going to say instead of Uptown was Over. So if you think a Drake hit, I know way too many people here right now that I didn't know last year.
Yeah.
Who the heck are y'all?
Yeah.
I just switch it up real quick.
Good song choice.
But I'm going to go Tuscan Leather. I'm going to go Uptown. And then I'm going to throw in a new one. It's going to be, you know what? Offer for All the Dogs. Give me... I forgot the name of it. Hold on. What is this song called?
I don't know. For All the Dogs, it better be one of the. He only has
That
like
album is like,
8.
bro. That album is good if you cut away all the fat.
Yes.
But dude, okay, tried our best.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
whoa, what a banger!
That
Now,
is good.
is that actually my top 3 Drake songs?
Probably not.
Probably not. But that song is great. I really recommend it if you
A
ever.
good song off of that album also is Bahamas Paradise.
Bahamas Paradise, another song. Drew Picasso.
Yeah, Drew Picasso is good, but tried our best.
Virginia Beach.
Man.
Yeah.
Can we get into our next mead?
We can. I know you've been waiting.
Please.
Our next mead is the Hunting Brew's rival, Blackbriar's. Blackbriar mead. This one has crushed blackberries, dried rose hips, ground cloves, a cinnamon stick, and a dash of salt.
Black.
Yeah, it says, although the recipe has been a closely guarded secret, everything has a price. The honey comes from the Golden Glow estate, and when combined with other ingredients, makes a fruity mead that's a little dark and moody, just like the entire Blackbriar family. Well, I'm looking forward to it because it is a dark mead. If you could see inside the cup, it does look pretty dark.
Well, hold on. Do you smell that?
I do.
What is that? What's
Dried rose hips.
is that?
Some cloves in there with blackberries. A cinnamon stick.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Blackbriar mead.
Man.
What's that aftertaste? Oh, it's the blackberries.
I'm not mad. Not mad
It's like
at all.
it's not salty. It's like a tangy feeling in my mouth as soon as you drink it. But then it like goes away and I taste those blackberries.
This one,
Might have to back sweeten this one a bit.
this one, I don't know how to explain it.
That was a joke off. We watched a video on how to make these, and that guy was back sweetening with so much honey. Look good though. This is good. It's not what I thought it would be.
If you are a wine drinker, this one is not dry whatsoever. This one could be a dessert wine.
This is just a sweet wine.
This is very.
It's not wine, but
sweet.
Oh my gosh, what does that taste after you drink it?
I don't know.
It's like stays in the sides of my mouth,
Well,
but I like it.
Well, there's no acidity in it, right? Usually, that feeling that you're feeling is from acidic wines.
You would know more than me.
I don't know how acidic blackberries are, but I feel it too. I don't know.
It kept all of that in there?
I guess so. Because it has that.
It has a great scent. I guess
It smells like a candle.
It does smell like a candle. That's what I said earlier. It smells like a Bath and Body Works candle.
Yeah, it's like I am drinking a candle. Yeah.
While we drink this, I do want to ask about albums now. Just real quick. I know it's off the dome.
Let's do it.
Do you have a top 3, since you said 3 before, top 3 favorite albums
ever?
of all time?
All time?
Your
Woo!
favorites.
Are we talking? Okay,
you're
cool.
just like, wow, this is. You can, if you want to bring up some that are like you think are better, you can.
Yes.
But I want to know your 3 favorite albums.
I can tell
the
you
go-tos.
Off the back. I have 3 go-tos right now. I really have 4, but I'm only going to name one.
Are they all Michael Jackson?
I'm only going to name one Michael Jackson. I'm going to name one Michael Jackson album, and it is probably Thriller.
Ooh, not bad.
I was thinking about it. I love the last song in Bad. Way better, and it should get more
recognition.
Yes, but it does not.
I think it got plenty of recognition at the time.
Well, yes.
Also shout out to Quincy Jones.
Man.
Instrumental, quite literally, in those albums.
I think Thriller, if Bad has one skip, maybe, Thriller has none. I think that's how I rank it. And
you know, what skip does it have?
Well, let me tell you.
People would argue a very certain song that we sang together at karaoke is a skip on Thriller.
Girl Is Mine?
The Girl Is Mine.
Girl Is Mine.
People these days especially aren't too appreciative of The Girl Is Mine, featuring Paul McCartney.
Woo! I think that is crazy.
Girl Is Mine.
Don't waste your time.
Do you have the talking sections? You know, Michael.
I'm a lover, never a fighter. Leave me alone, Smooth Criminal. Dirty Diana. If there was one song I think people would skip in Bad,
Stop. Don't say it.
what do you think it is?
Let me see.
Oh.
I think you're going to pick another part of me.
No. What?
No?
I'm going to pick Speed Demon.
Bro, Speed Demon.
I think it's good. I think that is the one song people would skip in Bad. In Thriller, is there a skippable song?
Speed Demon.
Oh, the song I was talking about deserves more recognition is The Lady in My Life.
Bro, the song that deserves more recognition in Thriller is Baby Be Mine.
Baby Be Mine.
Be my girl.
Thriller. And then I'm going to go to Nothing Was the Same. And then I'm going to go to
We do.
another album that is unskippable.
You don't have to have it unskippable. It just has to be your favorite.
Yeah, my favorite album.
It doesn't even have to be. I guess you didn't pick a rap one first.
No, I'm definitely no.
Are you having 2 rap albums or 2 R&B albums or 2?
I can't even think of a third one because look, I love Yeezus. I love
Easy season approaching.
I love Yeezus. I love anything by John Legend. If you can name me what?
All right.
Oh my God, John Legend. So
That's not what I expected. Oh, you do like John Legend though. I just didn't think. I don't remember any of his albums.
I don't
Remember
know
the
the names off of
compilation
my
works.
head, but I can. If you play me an album, I can sing it through and through.
Wow.
I just can't recall the name.
Wow.
Top 3 artists: Michael Jackson, John Legend, Bruno Mars. Those are my top 3 favorite.
Those
artists.
are your top 3 favorite artists of all time?
all time. Yes, like singing wise.
Oh, I didn't get to my favorite artists
I
either.
think just in general.
In general, those are your top 3.
Yes, just because they have such a.
So it has to be a John Legend album as number 3, even though you can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. One of his top 3 albums, he can't remember the name of, but
can't.
it's so loved he can recite it front to back.
Maybe it's me. Maybe I bore you. I don't know the name of the album.
That's the one.
Oh, and
I can look him up if you want.
Maybe if I do it for you.
Maybe you guys can let us know instead. Let Jamal suffer in ignorance.
Oh
He
my
deserves
God.
this. If he really likes John Legend that much. I appreciate your John Legend
Not
pick.
like I used to. It's because I think growing up, I sound more like John Legend. I love his riffs. I love his runs. And growing up, not a lot of people did those, especially in the R&B genre. I feel like when I started listening to R&B, rather it was my mom. Thank you, Mom, for listening to old school music. It was more so like the newer, like Usher, and they were doing more like, "Oh, I love you, baby girl." Oh, and I don't know.
I mean, Usher
John Legend
was-
has this cool, laid back, chill.
Come on. It's very hard to have a better R&B album than Confessions.
Oh,
That album is fantastic.
Confessions.
Thought I said all I said, my chick on the side.
Said she got
one on the way.
these are my confessions.
Yeah, that's
Man.
a great album.
Woo! Let me try this black. What is it called again?
Blackbriar?
Black Briar Mead.
Why you do that? Let me try to get my 3 albums off. Just because you picked Thriller, I'm not going to pick Thriller.
Don't do it.
I'm going to pick Bad. Because Bad is bad. That thing is crazy good. Liberian girl.
Ooh. Come on.
Give me, you change my world. Yeah. That's another underrated song. A lot of people wouldn't know that, I don't think.
You know that's me.
And then I'm going Nothing Was the Same.
Yes, sir.
That album
What?
is so fantastic. As a rap album, I don't think anything beats it. It's so amazingly produced. And I think nostalgia has added on to it over years.
Yes.
But like from the intro that felt like a mini album in itself
Yes.
to like Drake talking about his familial issues of people not really treating him the same because of his success and wanting his mom to go out more and experience life and she's singing Home Alone to like the uplift, like we finally made it. Like this is my moment. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
So, whoa, no. That's the one song off of that album. Very good song. I can't stand it. Only because
Even
it
today?
was played
So much.
so
Yeah, Jamal doesn't like the
much.
songs that are overplayed.
Don't do it to me.
Unless he just
unless I overplay it.
Yeah. Started from the bottom.
Man.
Here's a confession right here. I didn't like the song when it came out. I thought it was boring. I didn't like his
It's kind of
tone of voice.
repetitive.
I just didn't like his voice. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Now when I hear it, I'm
No,
going.
we don't feel that.
Yeah.
Fake friend,
And it's
where
really
your real
good.
friend
I don't think
is
there's a
at.
single skip on that album. Not one.
That one. It's not really.
In terms of quality,
but
no skips.
it's really
not
good.
even. People usually say 305 in my city. Crazy. I get it. I get it.
What?
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I just love the way Drake blends his R&B, his love for R&B with rap, and he bars up,
I think that's what makes him so different.
and that's why he's sold so much.
Yes.
'Cause he can cater to so many groups, and he has pop songs
Yes.
that he's rapping on,
And he's a likable person.
And at the end of the day, he's a guy.
man.
He's not like a thug. Like he has like the thug bars.
Well, now
in there.
he's trying to say he's a thug.
Well, nah, he just kind of like, even when he says that, he's like, a couple songs there, he's like, okay, I've never committed a crime. But,
Yeah.
but I like to talk like this.
Mm.
So-
But I like to talk like this.
Yeah, I'm with 21. Yeah.
What is it?
But at the end of the day, Drake's just some like, hi there, pal.
21
like, some
said
guy.
you good, but he died.
Yeah. And then third favorite album, I don't know what it would be, but I'm going to pick Maroon 5's Songs About Jane.
Oh, that's the red cover one.
Yes.
Yes.
What an
Yes.
amazing body of work. That
Oof.
thing is crazy good. If you haven't heard it, it's the one with Sunday Morning. It's the one with She Will Be Loved. The one with This love has taken its toll on me.
What?
She said goodbye
Okay.
too many times before, and my heart
Yeah.
is breaking in front of me,
Yeah.
and I have no choice,
choice.
cause I can't say goodbye anymore. Whoa.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, that's an amazing album. I
Man.
really recommend it. So
Woo.
I'm not entirely sure if those are my top three for sure, if I were to make a list to die on,
Yes.
but they're pretty dang close.
Man,
Pretty
question for
dang
you.
close.
Random. It's Mother's Day.
Okay.
Tell me some favorite moms in that TV land of yours, man.
Favorite moms?
Come on. Look, I'm going to tell you mine while you think
Okay.
about yours.
That's a random question.
It's
but
random,
I like
but I thought about it. Look, so one is an old show.
Okay.
There is this show called dang, Mod. This is an old show.
Mod?
This is called Mod, and it's
Okay.
a show from like the 60s, 70s. Mod is a really great mom, right?
Okay.
One mom that I really like is the mom from, not a great mom, but an iconic mom, is Lois from Family Guy.
Lois?
I think she is hilarious. I don't think
Hey,
she.
Beta.
When I think of a mom, I think of her. I love the mom from.
I love the mom. Okay.
Keep
Actually,
going. Go.
from American Dad. Francine?
She's hilarious.
hilarious.
She's probably a better mom than Lois. I
Than
think
Lois,
she
yeah.
holds
She holds her own.
man.
She's really a focal point of that show. She's so funny.
Yes. The mom
Insane.
from Rugrats.
I mean, she's just
I think she
the one with the
is
weird
amazing.
hair.
The one with the glasses who.
Oh no! I'm thinking the doll that Vicky held. Or not Vicky.
Oh, that's
whatever
the
that little blonde kid.
Angela.
Angela?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, the mom and then the dad who always looked tired.
Yes. Because he's
what are you doing,
working
picking
from
up the piece of
home,
my life?
man. He's a stay-at-home dad who works from home in the basement, and he's trying to make it while his wife is out there getting the money. Come on now.
She's working.
Woo!
That was one of my first experiences. Like, I didn't think much of it as a kid because my mom was always out working. Even when she probably shouldn't have been, she was over there getting called in on like Saturday to the clinic.
Yeah.
And I had to go over there with her while she went and drew blood. She was a lab tech, by the way. Shout out to mom. Love you, mom. Happy
Lab
Mother's Day.
tech? Ooh.
Yeah.
There's a mom.
She hated
from
that job.
Good Times. She was a good mom. She hated that job.
Well, she didn't like when she became in charge
Why?
because she could have like no relationships with anybody. She didn't have any, like, it was just like, imagine everybody always tiptoeing around you, but also people's lives are in line.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Maybe she didn't hate the job. That's just how it seemed to me. She'd be like, She rejoiced when she got that leadership teaching job in Canada. She liked that way more.
Yeah.
Way more.
Okay.
And that's not for debate. I know that for a fact.
Another mom we don't talk about is the mom that you know darn well, Mary.
Mother of God? What? What?
This is her day too. Happy Mother's Day,
Happy
Mary.
Mother's Day, Mary.
Yeah.
Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
Yes.
You are the mom, I suppose.
Well,
my mom comes pretty dang close. I gotta admit. Maybe she's there.
oh.
I don't know if that was blasphemous. Let me peel that back a little bit.
I can say that.
I'm gonna say a joke. I'm gonna say it was a joke.
I'm joking.
With some
I'm
serious undertone. But no, Mary, we love you as well. Thanks for giving birth to God.
Yes.
Yeah, I appreciate that, as I believe all people should. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. In heaven, I don't know if there are days. I assume you just become omnipresent and you just live all of reality at the same time.
That's a great assumption, I would think. Can we get into this next mead after we get our two?
Jumping.
Well, let's get it.
We have a few meads.
Yeah.
Okay. But when we change to this, I do want to know. Dang, what was it? Oh yeah, I was going to talk about your favorite TV shows.
Okay, I can get into that.
But let's try this mead out. The next mead out of 4 is called Juniper Berry Mead. And he has a 5th drink over here that he made too, the Snowberry Cordial we talked about.
Yes.
So he'll be sipping on that too. But the Juniper Berry Mead, let me read out the description and then I'll read out the ingredients. Juniper Berry Mead. Though Velod, whoever that is, has joined his ancestors. Oh, I guess he's gone.
Oh,
his mead lives on in Helgen and beyond. Using the native juniper berry and red mountain flowers, he created a mead that truly embodies the spirit of Skyrim. Skyrim being the Nord land, Vikings and all that.
Yes.
This has crushed juniper berries, dried yarrow, and hibiscus flowers, which are supposed to be the red flowers. Smells quite sweet, quite floral. You ready? I hope so.
Yeah.
Looks like he's ready. We'll talk about the show. Let's see what this is.
Okay.
Whoa, that's way more sour than I thought.
That is going to become a very, very dry mead.
Whoa. Wait a minute.
That is dry.
It tastes like a grapefruit.
Yes. This is going to become very dry.
I love grapefruit, by the way. Ever since I heard as a kid in Alaska that it helps your eyesight, I loved grapefruit. Because I finally tried it. Like, do you want to try this grapefruit? It was sour, but with sugar on it. Oh my goodness. I had to back sweeten this one too. This is good. I haven't had one that I'm disappointed with. This is far more sour than I thought it'd be. I could kind of smell it.
This is going to be so dry.
If we leave this in the container with the ingredients, it's going to be almost... You like dry.
I do love dry, but this is like sweet dry. Maybe if we leave it longer, it'll get rid of the sweetness.
It will get rid of more of the sweetness for sure.
Yes.
Because there is going to be some yeast in there.
Yeah. Because it's still sweet until it's dry. And I don't like that part of it.
I like sweetness in general.
I don't know.
But you can definitely tell it's going to be dry. It's already kind of has that puckering feeling in the back of your throat.
Already.
Whoa.
Favorite TV shows? I would go into Avatar: The Last Airbender. I would go into... does anything else matter? I would also...
You can pick animated or live action.
Animated or live action? Okay.
So there's one I expect you to mention.
You expect me to mention?
Yeah, you hyped it up back in the day. You've been hyping it up in recent years, too.
Did I?
Yes,
Which one is that?
I'm guessing one will be Harry Potter when that eventually happens.
Probably not. Probably not. I just feel like sometimes when people... First off, I don't like that people keep doing the same thing over and over again.
Something they can guarantee money off of.
We did it. We made a book. Then we made a movie. We're done. We don't need to make another
You don't want them
movie.
to bring it to future generations or something
We
like
don't need to make another. We don't need to make another show. I do like what you said. And now I'm kind of changing my mind. The younger people, the younger generation probably knows nothing about Harry
that
Potter.
will be their first experience.
It
They'll be able to watch it episode to episode, week to week. Unless they do like the whole season at one time format. I hope not. I hope they don't do the one episode. Sorry, all like 7 or 8 episodes, and you have to wait a year or two.
They will.
No, TV was the best. It's much higher production value right now, but TV was the best when you watched it week to week. You sat down with your parents at like 9:30 because you knew it was coming. You watched it. They're not going to do that.
One Piece is a really great show. I'm about to nerd out for a second.
Please do.
I watched One Piece my first time in college. College was when I became more of the like into my nerdiness side.
I feel like,
and I think
I am partly responsible because I
probably
damn near forced y'all. Excuse me, darn near.
Ooh, I'm telling mom.
Sorry, mom. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm just kidding. But I dang near forced them to start watching some stuff.
Yeah.
All right. My mom knows, for better or for worse, I was really into that stuff. She used to take me, speaking of my mom, at like 4:00 in the morning to HEB Plus to go pick up the new Shonen Jump because she had to be at work. And she dropped me off at before school care. And I had the new Shonen Jump and I would read Naruto and One Piece and Bleach. And I was like 7. What a life. Bring me back. Okay,
no, for real.
We're still here.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. So we have Avatar The Last Airbender. One of my favorite shows of all time.
Fantastic.
They're making a Magic the Gathering set, and you need to tap into that. If you're into MTG, they've got me into this game.
It's great.
Yes.
It's not Yu-Gi-Oh, but it is Magic the Gathering.
One Piece. I got into One Piece my 3rd or 4th year actually in college.
I didn't know it was that late.
It was late. It was like my 3rd year in college. I started working at Spanky's in Lubbock, Texas.
Yeah.
And
you're right. Yeah.
it was one summer where I binged One Piece all summer. I caught up to that show and I fell in love. I can't think of a third. What was the one you were thinking of?
Game of Thrones.
No.
No, it's not in your top 3?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No. Maybe in
5?
No.
10?
Nah.
Wow.
Game of Thrones is really good. I want to be in a show like Game of Thrones.
That's the
not in the sense
start.
of like medievally back fantasy type. I just want to be in a show that strong.
Yeah.
But not top 3.
In that case, your 3rd favorite show, is it another anime?
Is it? I feel like it either has.
Like Hunter?
Whoa! What am I thinking of? My number 3 favorite show of all time is probably The Office.
The Office. You do love The Office.
I did not like The Office growing up.
You used to love Friends even more.
I love Friends a lot, but I've watched The Office way more, especially in college. There were nights where I would stay up to like 7 watching The Office.
Back when you used to be able to stay up late.
Good. When you could stay up late and then go to class at 8, it's great. Now I go to sleep at 10 and I'm old, so. But yeah, no. What are yours?
My favorite shows are a bit obscure. Yeah. I would say my number 1 favorite show has to be Gintama, which is another anime that's funny, but also really heartfelt. And I feel like Hideaki Sarachi Sensei, the person who made the series, is a philosopher. That man knows humans and life. Fantastic show. The best I've ever watched.
Nerd.
Okay, let me just stop then. All right. After that, I will go Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes, sir.
It's so fantastic. And I know some people have some issues with season 3, but I think season 1 was a bit of a slow start. But I just think from beginning to end, it's just one of the best experiences I ever had. I watched every single episode from premiere to finale with my mom week to week. And we loved it.
Yeah.
And we still do. My mom and I still talk about that episode when we saw Azula battle Zuko in the Agni Kai.
Yes.
Or when Appa was kidnapped and Aang couldn't find him after they got a tower.
That's when Aang became, I think he should have learned firebending then.
Because he's angry?
What?
Yeah.
That man didn't want nobody talking to him.
And Zuko's story was so fantastic. The best character from beginning to end. His saga was perfect. Truly perfect, I think. I can't imagine it being better. Maybe you should end up with Katara, but they were like 3 years apart.
They should have. I don't think that matters.
Yeah, for kids, who cares?
Yeah.
Third one. My third favorite show.
Make it good.
I don't know for sure. I'm not going to pick another anime because I picked one of those. And I picked an American cartoon. I'm going to pick The X-Files.
Oh.
I watched that with my mom all the way through as well. I think that is my favorite live action television show.
Okay.
I haven't, bear with me,
Mm-mm.
I haven't seen the newest seasons.
And that's okay.
Nor did I really watch the season where Mulder wasn't there because of contract disputes.
Ooh.
But everything I did see can't be beat. At least hasn't been beaten. Now, if I was to be honest, if I wanted to mention something I saw beginning to end, One Piece has been there, but I'm more of a manga reader, I guess, these days, so I can let the anime catch up and I don't watch it all in one go. Let me add another in there for the count. Of course, Shaolin Showdown. I'm just kidding. But that's a great one.
Nah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Boy, say nah.
I'm thinking of, like, there were a lot of fantastic, like, Saturday morning cartoons. Like, if you talk about Pokemon, if you talk about, Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Like, those I've probably watched more of. If I really had to pick, I'd probably put some of the Hanna-Barbera cartoons and stuff there. But I'm pretty confident with my three.
What do you think your moms are?
I have no idea.
I think
my mom. I know what my mom watched growing up.
Yeah,
she watched Sex and the City. She watched Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah,
and she watched everything I watched just to make sure I wasn't watching something I wasn't supposed to watch.
Yeah,
yeah. But it was basically that. She also she really loves period pieces.
Okay,
my mom loves the 18th century, 17th century dramas, whether romance or like. She loved, what's that show called? Mom, Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey.
Yes.
You loved that show. You got annoyed with Grey's Anatomy because of all the drama.
Especially in the later seasons of Grey's Anatomy.
You watched it too, huh?
I watched it with my mom.
Yeah, I heard like it just became so many plot lines just to cause drama for no reason that people just... I don't know. I never really watched it. My mom didn't really want me watching that stuff.
I get that.
Yeah.
My mom was more older schooled. She loved I Love Lucy.
Oh my gosh. She wasn't... Your mom is not... Don't be trying to tell lies on your mom. She ain't that old.
My mom watched Leave It to Beaver. My mom watched I Love Lucy.
So she really just has appreciation for those classics.
She definitely does.
Because I Love Lucy, I don't know if you guys have seen I Love Lucy. It's actually fantastic.
It is.
Even though there's some drama behind the scenes of that show.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic show.
So good.
In my first acting class ever, my first experience in 6th grade, we watched all of I Love Lucy. Part of the reason why I'm acting. I loved that show.
Lucy,
Random facts. Shout out to your mom for having some of the best taste in the world.
I don't know if your mom ever watched
Leave It to Beaver too.
Yeah, Leave It to Beaver is really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
And I used to watch. I love watching things with my mom. Quality time is what I enjoy the most.
That's the one thing I appreciated with COVID. I was stuck at home with my mom. I couldn't go back to school. So we watched everything. We watched like every anime. We watched every movie we could think of.
Yeah.
It was fun.
When I was sick in like elementary and middle school, my mom watched these like soap opera shows.
Yeah.
Kind of like a telenova, whatever they're
Yeah,
called.
that's what some of my family watched too.
My mom watched it. There was one that she
Soap
watched
operas.
called One Life to Live. And I became so invested. I used to love being sick because I get to watch One Life to Live and all the other ones that have probably 50 seasons now. Those like soap operas don't end. They just keep going.
I think soap operas get a bad rap because they are some of the longest running television for a reason. Yeah, they're dramatic, melodramatic in a lot of instances. But they hold people's attention for years.
They do.
With the same actors that can always count on that role. Sometimes the same crew. I saw some story. This guy was on the same show for 20 years.
Oh.
It's almost like a Simpsons.
Whew.
So
that's a good show. If you
if I had actually watched it, I think it would probably be number 3 or 2 or something there.
Whew. This Mead, I keep drinking it. It's so dry and sour at the.
But I keep drinking it.
Oh,
you like it?
I do. Oh, I got a question for you.
Oh, please.
Someone sent me a message.
They sent you a message,
and they asked, "What advice do you have for?" First off, forget what they said. No, I'm playing.
Wow.
I am playing. My mind just wonders.
Nah.
They asked, "What advice do you have for someone who wants to start acting and get into that industry? Specifically for someone who wants to get cast in a show." My question to you is, what advice or what strengths do you think an actor should have?
And they're in college?
Well, that person who asked is in college, but...
So in college, it's going to be different than the industry.
Right.
In college, you have to follow the procedures they give you. You have to... I won't say game the system, but you're basically gaming the system. If you know what shows the judges enjoy, the judges, it's not a UIL competition, but basically, if you know what shows the directors enjoy, if they're a fan of Pillowman, if they're a fan of Fences, and you can find, if you want to take monologues from those, you can. If you can find other shows with similar emotional beats, you can.
Yes.
And the monologue is key. Practice in front of a mirror, outside the mirror, or with somebody else. Then go back to the mirror, see if something's changed. Just repetition that, because all they're looking for to be cast in a show is that specific performance, that audition. If, to be fair, who you know, what you've been in before that and stuff plays a part, because if they know they can trust in you to give a certain level of performance, chances are they will. But if you're just starting out, find some monologues you're very confident in performing, and you think, because a lot of times people will pick, give me dramatic monologue, a comedic monologue.
Yes.
And that's basically the go-to throughout all of college.
Yeah.
And until you get to dramatic monologue song or comedic monologue song. So if you're looking to be cast in a normal show, I would say find 2 monologues that you're confident in, but also hit different emotional beats. Now, obviously, comedy is going to be different than drama.
Yes.
But you don't want something that has the same situation, if you will. You don't want to have, maybe you do. Maybe that juxtaposition will help you a bit. But if there's an argument in the first monologue that's dramatic, but an argument in the second monologue that's comedic, a lot of times I would stray from that. It could, like I said, the juxtaposition between the two could help.
Yeah.
But I think showing range is what they're really looking for.
Yes.
So showing that range, if you're trying to get into a school play, is important. If you're trying to get into a musical, as a lead, you gotta sing. You don't need a vocal coach. Don't let anybody trick you into thinking like, dang, I have no chance because I haven't had professional training for years. You do have a chance. It's practice, repetition, and being critical of yourself. Don't ever try to convince yourself that it's good enough. Until the last moment, you should be looking for something that can help. And then repeating it.
Yes.
If you're looking at the industry, none of that matters at all. As bad as it seems, the monologue does not matter. Those performances you can give in a monologue matter. That range you develop through learning monologues matter. But they're going to hand you sides. They're going to send it in the mail. You're going to go in person. You need to, a lot of times you don't need to memorize them, but you need to get as close as you can. That way you can start finding certain beats in your sides to push that emotional resonance towards the audience.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're trying to get into the industry, we've talked about it a lot, or not a lot. We talked about it at the beginning of this podcast. Online presence is key.
Yes.
If you're trying to get into film, Broadway, a lot of what I said for some of what I said for College Matters, they still aren't going to be giving you a bunch of monologues to do. For Broadway, you will be in similar audition environments, but they'll give you what to do. A lot of the time. Having an online presence can still help there. Don't get it wrong. If they know you can draw in a crowd, they're going to want that crowd. Because Broadway above, dang near everybody needs those consistent numbers.
Especially now,
because people would much rather sit at home and watch something on the TV.
Yes.
And it was looking pretty dangerous during COVID when they started to put movies out at the same time.
Broadway
Luckily,
too.
Yeah, even Broadway productions, which I thought was insane, putting a Broadway production, and it was looking scary. But now it seems we're starting to push more towards actually going out and experiencing these shows.
Yes.
If you want to be in film, I would suggest building an online presence. It doesn't have to be what we're doing. It doesn't have to be a podcast. You don't have to somehow go out of your comfort zone and learn how to dance. Do whatever you can to get numbers. You can do what you're comfortable with. But I would say if you want to act, put your own skits up. Find somebody to help you film. If you want to just get a tripod and walk into a shot, get some close-ups, you can do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, his name is Alex. Shout out to Alex if you're watching this, has suggested to me, and I find can very likely help you. Film your own reels and then send it out to talent agents.
Yeah.
If they can see you in multiple different scenarios, it doesn't have to be the crispest quality in terms of like 4K, IMAX. If they can see you acting in multiple situations, film reels, cut it together so it fits a certain time frame, send it out to these agents and see what they say. A lot of them are looking for underdeveloped talent. That way, not to throw shade, but like they want to be involved and help propel a lot of these artists.
Well, they have to. They have to get that money somehow.
Yeah.
And it's more so they want to be the person that finds the next thing.
Yeah, I didn't want to be mean by saying it, but it's true. They want to be part of the reason why you make it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that doesn't mean they deserve like half your income for the rest of your career, but
don't do that.
They can help you. Don't sign into any deals that seem
please don't
too good to be true up front. Get somebody to look through this. I don't care if it's your mother and father.
Yeah, somebody.
You don't need a lawyer. You need somebody to look through it. Let me add a few more ums again.
I think from a school point of view, it's more about, this is going to sound mean, but this is the truth.
I was trying to sound nice, Jamal.
No, these people need to know the truth about this industry.
Okay, let me hear what you have to say.
But in a nicer way, because I want to get cast. It's about who you know.
Yeah.
It's about who you know. It's about connections. In college, I got cast in quite a bit of shows.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of shows because of one, who I knew. I know a lot of people. People know me. Get yourself out there, right?
True.
There are a lot of people in our school that were very good actors who did not get an opportunity because they didn't have that popularity. They didn't have directors didn't want to give them a chance because one, they have to sell these shows.
They do have to sell the tickets.
They have to, even in college, they have to sell shows. If they can't depend on you, if they, some directors don't want to make that leap of faith with some people. When you get cast in your first show, or rather your first scene is in a class, rather it's in one of the little shows that just so happens to get made because someone wants to go make a show, you have to give 150%. I know the max is 100, but you got to do more so that they can remember you for next time. I think that's the key for college.
I would say I agree, though I would hazard you to not do it in a way where you suck up to people, not do it in a way where you're acting too out of character, doing things you're not comfortable with.
Please don't.
I would say gain your connections, get your voice out there through your work. Like you said, through your classes, the teachers do talk to each other.
100%.
Especially within a visual and performing arts college. They're all very close-knit. They have meetings every other day.
Yes.
They will speak about your performance during a improv excursion off into the fields over there during last Wednesday. They're going to talk about it.
Believe me. Not only them, grad students talk well.
That's true. They're always present. Well. The people grading your papers are grad students. They talk about it. Same way if you're in a history department. If there was one person who always asked questions, always talked to the grad students after class, he got recommended and he got a job with the university the year before he graduated.
Yes.
So when it comes to visual performing arts, you're literally showing out. Mm-hmm. Now, you don't have to overdo it. You don't want to start screaming and just start flailing around trying to get people's attention. Go crazy. They'll probably talk about you. Yeah. If you go crazy, you go stupid, that sort of thing. Probably not in a good way, though.
No.
So do your best work. Act like you're always being filmed.
Yes.
And everybody will see it.
For something that I think an actor has, this is in general, not even in school anymore.
Okay.
I think what makes a good actor good is playing to their strengths, right? I think you have to be able to, one, articulate. On this podcast, when I'm acting, there's totally different from when I'm talking one-on-one. Right. Sure. My mindset, talking one-on-one, I talk fast. I got a lot of energy and I'm just going. My mind thinks faster than my mouth does sometimes. And I splurge stuff out. When I'm acting, I know how to slow down, take in my space and own it. Because when you're on that stage, you might think you're going slow, but that adrenaline, that energy that you're receiving makes you go faster than what you think you are. Slowing down, articulating, projecting, doing whatever you need to do to stabilize and have that powerful standing grounded is what you need to do. Yeah. I think that articulating, taking up space and just playing to your strengths, you can go very far with having that kind of confidence in yourself.
That's fair. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's no specific acting techniques I would try to get you to go towards because I think you should not only decide that yourself, but develop one on your own.
Facts.
Without a doubt.
Everyone's different. Don't be, just because someone can be a meta actor doesn't mean you have to be.
You don't have to follow Stanislavski to the letter. You don't have to follow Chekhov to the letter. You find a technique that works for you.
Yes.
Make it, if your name is Bobby, use the Bobby technique. Whatever gets you from point A to point B, gives you a great performance for you, do it.
Yes.
Whether it's on stage, and of course, there will always be things that are important. Projection, articulation, diction, spacing. Make sure you're blocking as well. Make sure you're not blocking your other castmates. Make sure your reactions are natural, and that sort of thing. But within that, to reach those goals, find your own way. Now, I'm not saying completely disregard everything your teachers give you. They give you some decent starting points, whether it's a book on Stanislavski or not.
Yeah.
Acting methods.
Also, be coachable. No one wants someone who is so stuck in their way that they don't take criticism.
Yeah.
That if someone says, "Hey, I really like how you're acting right now. Let's change it and try this," and you're like, "No, I don't want to do that." You're not coachable, and you'll probably never ever get cast again.
Keep in mind, you can still be a fantastic actor. Even if you're not coachable, there are some people that make it like that. But I wouldn't recommend it because at the end of the day, unless it is your work, you're both the writer, the actor, the director.
Yes.
You're doing acting on somebody else's project.
Yeah.
You can be a fantastic actor, but if you're not giving them what they're looking for or not quite what they're looking for, you should be open to changing. Even if it doesn't feel right to you, if you can give them a product that they enjoy, that's what's important.
Yeah.
Because that's their vision. They're trying to get it out to the audience. I know you want to give a great performance to the audience as well. But that is their project, whether it's a school film, whether it's an onstage production, whether it's a big budget movie.
This is how I came to that realization. In college, graduate students have to produce a show, and they have to do it well enough to pass. Think of it as this. If you're the actor that is in their show, you're doing it for them. That's what I had to think about. Mm-hmm. It's not you. As a graduate, if I was a graduate student, I don't care what you're doing. I need to hit A, B, and C. I want you to give the best performance, but you have to listen to the director. They direct you the way that their vision shows and how they want it to be seen. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't give it your input, but you have to realize you are not the boss.
True.
You're not the
You're
boss.
You're boss of yourself, but if you want the job,
you got to play the game.
Yeah, you got to play the game. It's their court, you know? If you refuse to
play the game,
follow the rules, they're going to kick you out.
Have to play it. You have to play it in order to change it.
Now, that also, it doesn't come... Oh, that's pretty nice. Okay. On. I like that. That doesn't mean you don't have to have faith in what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you want to try out different things, you can. Of course, it's up to your director. If they want it like Stanley Kubrick, this is the exact shot, say it this exact way, you got to do it. But a lot of directors are open to at least hearing your interpretation of things and seeing what you have to bring to the table. If you give something you think is great, but they still decide on the other thing, take it in stride.
Yes. A lot of directors are very malleable. Yeah. They definitely bend and they see different things. No one is perfect. Now, there are some directors that it's their way or the highway, and you just have to roll with those punches. But there are some directors that will let you have free will and let you have like loose free will. But they will let you. They want to see vision too. Put you in your character.
Yeah. There's a bunch of different directors, and people have separated them into different categories. I don't know if you have any that you prefer, Jamal. I don't think I do, because at the end of the day, I'm just acting. I just do what I'm told. I know a lot of actors sometimes prefer an actor's director, if you want to call it that, somebody that goes down and demonstrates how they want it done. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, some people are like, why are you acting? Why aren't you doing it then?
Yeah. I definitely have pros and cons for each. I'm not going to say right now because I want to get cast. I want someone to cast me before I say it. But there are pros with each. Like there are pros with someone who is very strict because they have a vision. You know that no matter what, you're going to do this every single time. This is clear cut. You don't have to try to do more than what you're told. And it's fine. The part I don't like about it is you don't sometimes have that creative freedom to do what you want to do. Yeah. Now, there are pros with having a director who is more loose. You have more of an ensemble-y feel sometimes.
True.
You have your family and the crew, the cast grows very well. I do say that. There are some times, though, when it can be too well, and it might not feel like you gave 110% because you're too familiar.
Yeah. You lost a bit of focus along the way, perhaps?
After I always feel like there are pros and cons in it. Once you hit that stage and you hit that run and the show and the production is finished, I always think the final product, whether it's loose or very strict, is always good. I always think my cast members are very strong. I always think the director is very strong in their vision, because even loose directors still have that sense of like, all right, we're getting to out of it. Let's zone it back in. And
Yeah.
even loose directors can be like, hey, you know what? I'm about to take over. And they can do that
That's
when,
what I was about
when
to
it's
say,
needed
yeah.
to be. And I find that very well as well. But yeah. You know what? Can we get this last mead in?
All right. Let's get the last mead in. Speaking of those directors that could be loose and but still bring it back, though.
Yeah.
I think it was Martin Scorsese. Like, he has several films where he allowed his actors to improv these lines and figure it out together.
Yeah.
But he would draw back like, this is the end goal, though. We have to reach this point, but we can figure out how to reach it together.
Yes.
Now, that can be wonderful. Some people are going to tell you, you stand on that spot, somebody stabs you, you stagger for 3.2 seconds,
Yes.
fall to your left, and scream out in this exact tone for this long.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to deal with it.
I mean, one of my favorite shows that I did
Oh my gosh.
was a show called Dr. Love. And we had it was so free range.
Yeah.
We
Dr.
were
Love, man.
a different person every single rehearsal until like the last month. And we were like, okay, this is who we are. Dude, this is what we're going to do. It was so free range. And it's my favorite show. I did not like the rehearsal process. I was so confused. I wanted to be this person, every day was different. I didn't know. And everyone else has so much free range as well. They were just making up lines. The show, it was one rehearsal where it lasted 6 hours.
Oh my
just
gosh.
running the show from beginning to end, like 6 hours.
gosh.
I was like, what is happening? Now the end product was good. I loved it.
I liked it.
You know,
Ooh, got a bit of a stutter?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Okay.
The end product was good. It was one of my favorite shows that I was a part of, but the rehearsal process was very draining.
Yeah. All right. Let me read out this one. This one's called Nord Mead. Just Nord Mead. All right. Should I read it like a Nord or should I just try to do it normally?
Let me see your Nord.
Like all meads made at home rather than in the commercial meaderies.
Let's try the
Let's try the normal. Okay. Like all meads made at home rather in the commercial meaderies, this recipe varies from clan to clan, village to town. But all Nords agree it has to have a certain characteristics: warming, heavy on the spices, and refreshing.
It is definitely heavy on the spices. What?
All right.
What's in it?
In it is ground cardamom, ginger, sliced and peeled thin, zest of an orange, a teaspoon of whole cloves, and a cinnamon stick.
I'm not going to be biased. I stated this was probably going to be my least favorite.
Let's see if it holds up to that.
All right.
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Nord Mead.
It's not bad.
What the heck?
Tell me about it.
Bro, there are so many flavors clashing with each other. It is spiced. It feels like something they would slosh out of a container. Or you want some mead? Here, just take this. They'd slosh it out of the container. This is mead. You would drink it. Like, they put a bunch of stuff in it, and it's supposed to be for like a good old time.
So
it is warming.
It reminds me of.
Oh, I can taste that orange though.
It reminds me of a warmed cider, not necessarily apple, but it gives me that warming, inviting sensation of cinnamon mixed with zest and spices that like a cider brings to the table.
Bro, I don't know about this one, man. About made me break character. Hold on. It's weird.
It is weird, but
it has a lot going on. A lot going on. In fact, I had to put it over there real quick because every time I take a sip, I feel like I'm missing something. I'm going to just let it sit. and it is sitting. I don't know what we were talking about. Completely blew my mind out of the water. I do not know what we were talking about.
Well, let's get into our last topic, though.
What was the last topic?
Well, whatever the last topic you want it to be.
All right. Last topic. We talked about Mother's Day, of course.
We did.
Happy
Love
Mother's
you, Mom.
Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Love you too, Mom. Another for the books.
Yeah.
We talked about ums.
We did talk about those.
We talked about some favorites.
Well, then let's get into what we did this week.
You did that at the beginning.
Well, no, I'm talking about our movie.
Oh. What movie?
We watched 2 movies this week.
But we already talked about Creed, didn't we?
We watched Sinners.
Oh.
And we watched 1917.
We watched Sinners in theaters.
Yes.
Fun movie, great movie. Michael B. Jordan, you gave a great performance.
Talk about it. Here, look.
Man.
Boom,
And
boom, 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 boom.
I think, and I told you this, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors as brothers. But because of
controversial things,
circumstances outside the film,
yes,
Michael B. Jordan was made the sole character for those 2 brothers. He played 2 people, both Smoke and Stack.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if it influenced the story of the movie at all, but it was a great performance. Stack was very calm, outgoing, chill kind of guy. Smoke was more stern, rules-oriented, no disrespect.
Yes. Army man. Army soldier.
Yeah, they were Army soldiers.
Not to give too much away. Michael B. Jordan
gave a great performance, along with the rest of the cast.
Good performance.
Yes. I don't know who any of the other actors are because I cannot remember names.
I know Slim. Slim did a really good job.
Kevin Durant?
That's the Slim Reaper.
The Slim Reaper.
Yeah. I know Cornbread, 8 Mile.
You're just calling them by their characters' names.
I told you, I am terrible with names.
Yeah. I mean, if we're doing that, what's the mixed girl's name? The white girl's name, really. But the mixed girl who dad was like a 4th black.
Yeah.
Bro, it is warm.
I told you. It's a warm.
That just hit me.
It's a warm drink.
Whoa.
It's like a cider.
Yeah, it is like a cider. What is that?
I think it's the cinnamon in it.
Yeah, it kind of feels like I spice some.
Yeah.
Something like an orange juice. What is that?
Kind of. Yeah. Kind of.
All right.
I like that movie a lot. It made me feel more motivated. It inspired me. Yeah. I have done so much to improve over the last 3-4 days of I want this goal.
Yeah.
I want this task and I'm going to do what it takes to get it.
It was an inspiring movie.
Man.
Especially since Michael B. Jordan is always, to me, being a young guy. He's not that young anymore. He's like 38. He's still pretty young. But he led by example.
It gives me hope. We talk a lot and we joke around about, we're old.
We're really not.
We're not old, but
we can't afford to be idle either.
Looking up, we can't. We have to do it now or we lose a lot of years.
Yeah.
Prime years. Growing up, you see a lot of young actors and I kind of feel good and I kind of feel bad for them. As a young actor, you're kind of forced into this industry. Your parents can be very hard on you to do what it takes to make you successful so they can be successful too. Your parents could ride your coattails. And that part I feel bad for. But as an actor growing up, you look at the younger kids and you envy them just a little because you know deep down that could be you.
I really did as a kid. Well, at least when I got to like 12, 13, I would look at some of these kids and I'm like, man, I could be doing that. I really could be doing that. I could have been doing something for like the last 10 years. But,
well, yes.
But as a kid, you gain notoriety like 10 years to a kid is nothing.
No.
These child actors, they're still super young when they're 10 years in, when they're veterans. Coley McCulkin, now there's some downsides, like you said. People ride their coattails, they're mistreated, they don't know how to deal with
becoming an adult.
Becoming so famous and becoming an adult while being famous.
Yes.
What do you do with such power, such influence?
All that money. Some kids don't know how to handle that. They resort to drugs and bad decisions.
We saw what happened to Justin Bieber. I mean, he turned out pretty good, all things considered.
But also, can we talk about Justin Bieber? He's an example of it, but when he was going through those trials and tribulations in his life, he was still a kid.
He was still a kid.
Kids who don't act and who aren't celebrities go through a lot of ups and downs
already.
Right.
Imagine with 1,000 cameras in your face.
Yeah.
Performing in front of millions.
These are still humans at the end of the day. They go through, they have to learn, they have to grow up too.
To be fair, I wish it was me.
I mean, I do. I don't wish I had
really
the bads, but I want to be, and this is our goal.
I'll take the bads.
Is what we hear. I mean, take some of them. You're going to have to.
Gotta take some good with the bad. Try to strain out as much as you can.
Yes.
That's just life in general, though.
Yeah.
But I feel bad for him. But hey, we're here now. We're still pretty young.
Sinners.
Get it going. Sinners was good. The other movie he mentioned, 1917.
Yeah. That was a good movie.
Three of us watched that, and it was,
to me, it was eerie.
Eerie.
The single shots, the no cuts,
It
that
made it
type
look like
of
there was no cuts.
movie has this gravitational pull that if you look away, you
miss something.
Well, not even, it just draws you in. You're on that journey,
To be fair,
and it's
it
so
felt like you're with them.
intense.
You are them walking back and forth.
It's an intense sensation of
Honestly,
no
it gave
cuts.
me an idea. When I was watching the movie, I was like, man, what if they made a movie where the point of view character, it's like, it looks like he's wearing a camera. And like, you are that character. It's kind of like watching like a Call of Duty game and you play as that person.
I mean,
it kind of felt like that because you are part of it.
They kind of did that in like the 2010s. Like,
yeah, but I'm not talking about like paranormal activity.
Talking about
I'm talking about like a good
GoPro or something.
I'm talking about like a good movie. I'm talking about something that bangs.
Okay.
Paranormal Activity was good.
Yeah.
The 18th one wasn't. All right, Jamal. I want to ask real quick. Out of the four,
yes,
which Mead has been your favorite, do you think? Which one has been the most interesting?
Okay.
Which one do you like the most? And which one do you think will grow on you?
So the one I like the most is the
you rubbed it off on accident. Blackberry, the Hunting Brew.
Yes.
I told you that the Hunting Brew would probably be your favorite.
Yeah, I think that one was my favorite.
Let me taste it. I left some out. See, that dang near a palate cleanser to that Nordmead. The Nordmead is so spiced. And I'm not going to say it's bad. Because after taking a few sips of that Nordmead, it's not bad.
The one that is growing on me is the juniper berry. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think the one that's surface value best without like, that salt hits you. The Blackberry mead is good. It's sweet. It's a dessert mead.
100%.
It's sweet.
And so I'm not a fan of the black.
Because you like the dries. Though it does hit you with salts. That aftertaste of the salt and I think it's cloves.
Mm-hmm.
None of them are bad. I'm very impressed with the recipes. The one that comes, which one do you like the least?
Probably the black.
The Blackbriar mead.
This Nordmead, I think, was probably going to become my second favorite.
So yeah, that's the one that grows on you then.
Yeah. I wanted this one to be last place, the juniper berry.
Yeah.
But the more I drink it, the more I like it. This one I liked right off the bat. It reminds me of a cider, and it makes me feel happy.
It is very spiced. It makes me happy.
It makes me feel like
now,
homey,
it is warm.
happy.
You did say it gave you certain feelings.
Yes.
For me, It's just so spiced in comparison to the others. I can't put my head around it. But then it sits and you're like, it feels nice.
Yeah. It. Yeah.
It is weird though. Oh my gosh, it's weird. In comparison to the others. Yeah. I can see that sloshing out of a barrel though. Without a doubt.
That was good.
Did you drink them all?
Not finished. I think I finished the first one.
Honey brew?
No. Oh yeah, the honey brew. Yeah, that's the only one I finished.
That's the one you had the most of. You finished the whole thing.
Well, it was good. Yeah. It's probably my favorite one.
Hey.
I don't know why.
That's what I thought would be the best. I think my favorite.
It was good. Definitely.
My favorite is the honey brew.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's because of, I don't know. The first sip was complicated. The second sip is complicated. The third sip is complicated. I think it just has a lot of depth to it.
Yes.
I can taste those apples.
Yes.
After the fact. It's almost like you can taste the sweetness of the apple first sip. You can feel the tartness of the apple as it sits.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Know what I'm surprised of?
What's that?
And we might be tasting it. I'm just not aware. I don't taste honey.
I don't taste honey either.
I don't taste honey. We did not let this sit for too long.
No.
It's only been 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks, technically. Because we made it 2 Sundays ago. And I do not taste it. But on the plus side,
well,
it's good.
When we watched that video,
should we try to, now that we know what they taste like, should we back sweeten them with some honey and see what it goes like?
When we watched the video, though, the guy, he said what is it called? The yeast. He said the yeast takes away the flavor of the honey, so you don't even realize that there's honey in it because it doesn't have the sugariness of it. And maybe that could be the reason we don't taste the honey. I think that this meat is really good. I think I think that I think this meat is going to be good. I would like to see what it would be in 2-3 months from now, especially only because there are some meats here now that are kind of dry. And I would like to see how dry they become as like a science experiment. I'm not necessarily too concerned about the alcohol content of it, just more so the dryness. I am very curious of how dry these, because some of these really have.
Did she take my honey?
She did. Damn, some of these really have a dryness to it already in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you can taste some of the dryness, especially in the aftertaste.
Yeah.
You want to try this out? It's a little sticky.
Cool. Pour me up. Let's back sweeten this thing.
We don't have a spoon.
That's okay.
No, it's not.
Oh my goodness.
We need a spoon. Okay, guys, hold on. See if it falls. Oh, come on. Let me back sweeten.
I don't know. I'm not a honey type of person.
That's not much in there.
Mix that thing up a little bit.
Let me hit the mute.
I don't know. Maybe this was the wrong one to back sweeten. Oh, it should be.
Which one?
Please, the Blackbriar.
The Blackbriar mead?
Please.
You want more sweet in the Blackbriar?
Yeah.
You said it was too sweet.
It is, but I don't like the taste. I need something.
That's the one you thought was going to be the best.
Oh my gosh. It smells like a candle, and that's how I taste it as a candle. Oh, it's not. It's not it.
Well, if you say so, I'm going to try some of this honey brew with some sweet honey. Man, it's just, come on now. There's like no alcohol in this stuff.
I made it. Oh, it's just not. That's not it.
You just don't like the Blackbriar.
so bad. Mom, don't make that one.
Hey, maybe she likes the sweet ones over you.
Maybe. You know what's? I drunk all of the dry ones up, and I'm kind of mad because all I have are these sweet ones.
I can taste the apple
Whoa!
more.
Adding the honey to the Nord one makes it even better. Whoa! I know, Mom. Why he does that? This is for you. I want you
I thought you were gonna sing a song.
to tell me, Mama, you know I love you. Tell me, what is your favorite moment about me? You know, this is this is Mother's Day, but as I
Mother's
said
Day.
before, everything has me in it. So please tell me your favorite moment of us together. Not just me, of us together. What is our favorite moment together, Mom?
Mom, I won't put you through that. I know every single day with me was bliss. Especially when I was getting kicked out of every single school and daycare center under the sun when we were in Alaska. I know you really missed those times. So you really can't pick.
It's just
But
so
if you
many.
want to, you definitely can. Let me know. Yeah, just
Whew. I am happy on our journey. It's been 4 weeks of podcast journey, but we've been on this journey for a while
yes.
before the podcast.
That's true.
And I'm proud of where we've become, where we've been and where we are now, because I don't know. Now I have so much motivation. I have so much inspiration, and now I'm ready. I'm ready to move forward in life. Have you tried it?
That's good. I've tried the hunting brew with the honey, and man,
Yeah.
I can taste that apple.
Oh,
That's good. That's very good. The Nord one, though, you said it was better.
I think it's better.
I'm gonna
But I
see.
liked it, so. Oh.
It's just so strange. It's not bad.
Say
It's
that one more
strange.
time?
It's so strange.
It's just so strange, it is.
Yeah, it's better. Oh my goodness. Okay.
May I have some more?
Let me clean my palate.
Please do. And while he's cleaning his palate, I don't
There
have
we
it
go.
on me. But let's pretend.
Okay.
While he's cleaning that palate, clean yours with a nice cup of apple juice. Today we had simply apple, and though it had a darker content of color, it is still freshly squeezed, pressed, and ready to be indoors. So make sure you grab yours right now. Get your apple juice.
So now that we're done ignoring that,
Yes.
we can get to the real drink. I know you want to try some meads, but before, after, there's one drink you gotta try. So many flavors, so many possibilities. Yes, I had it ready just to sip on afterwards. Tea. What's today's tea? Let's see. Persian melon white.
Oh. You're a watermelon.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's
Oh, a
watermelon.
Persian melon.
I don't
What kind of melon?
like when you ask me these kind of questions that require some certain knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah. If you want to just pretend like I know exactly what's in this, I very much appreciate it.
Yes.
In fact, maybe even thankful. Yes. The melon straight from the sands of time.
I do love a good Persian melon.
If you got that reference, happy Mother's Day to you too. Even if you're not a mother, I appreciate it. This day's for you too.
Make sure you get your tea. Make sure you get your apple juice. And make sure you go make some meads today.
Yeah.
It's Mother's Day week.
It'll only take you 2 weeks to ferment.
Come on now.
Maybe 3 months if you want to leave it dry like Jamal likes.
Yes. Oof.
If not, Hey, it's all right. Maybe you can just live vicariously through us. Maybe we'll do some more. Well, you got some more drinks in this book that aren't meads we want to try out.
Yeah.
In the other book I got over there.
Some dishes.
Some dishes too. Hey, some apple pies, some cobblers, a bunch of stuff. Jamal, I think that's it for today.
Well, let's do it. You got some closing remarks for the fam.
Well, the closing remarks are happy Mother's Day to everybody out there who is a mother, who has a mother. So technically everybody, but especially my mom. I love you so much. Thank you for everything. I will make you proud. Hopefully I haven't disappointed you too much by drinking this mead. I promised there wasn't too much alcohol in it. I wouldn't let it happen. Well, to be fair, I have no idea how much alcohol is in this. I might be just going crazy right now. But happy Mother's Day. I love you. Hope you're having a great day. It's really nice and sunny outside where we are in Albuquerque, New Mexico. I don't know where you are, but I hope the weather's nice. If not, hey, enjoy it for what it is. I like rain too. If you're watching the NBA playoffs, pray for my Warriors.
Oh.
My Spurs are gone, so it's okay. If you're watching any television shows, let us know what your favorites are. Your favorite television shows, your favorite albums, your favorite artists, your favorite movies, any of your favorites. We're interested in knowing, having some conversations about it. Even you just want to throw it out there, start talking with each other. Let each other know, let us know. Jamal, any closing remarks?
I got a few.
Please.
Again, happy Mother's Day. Mom, I love you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that I am making you proud. I am on a journey of success and prosperity, and I hope that my journey and my trials and tribulations are making you proud. I want to make you proud to the day that I die. And yeah, so please, Mom, again, this is your day. This is your month. This is your year. I love you to the end, and thank you for everything that you've done. Try your meads, drink your apple juice. Love who you love. And again, make today, make this week, make tomorrow better than the last. Make next week better than the last. Change one thing that you did not like about yourself yesterday and make today a different day. You feel me?
Wow.
So thank you for joining Soul Oasis.
Yes.
And unlike sinners, vampire or not, we will invite you in.
Ooh.
Oh.
What
Oh.
a way.
Oh. We love you. We love you, everybody. Thank you for watching. Remember, share, and share. If you don't share, we can't get out there.
Yeah.
So please
Another
share
bar.
it.
Share, like, subscribe.
Next week, we're having a freestyle battle. It
Hey.
is what it is. I don't care.
You don't want to be killed like that. Hey, that's okay. And Mom, I love you too. Thank you for giving me the taste for tea that you gave me. I really do appreciate it.
Don't get this down.
Hey, let's get a heart to end it. I know what I'm doing. Did they take it off?
Oh, see, now
Did they
we
take
gotta-
off the thumbs up? Okay, well, we're just saying things.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. We love you guys. Thanks
love
for
you.
joining us.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to each other in the comments. Talk to us. We'll see you real
Yes.
soon. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you again soon on Soul Oasis. Thanks for joining us. Happy Mother's Day. Bye.